Let me ask you something that might be uncomfortable. The 9mm pistol you own right now. Did you choose it after shooting 5 alternatives back to back and making a fully informed decision? Or did you walk into a gun store, point at something familiar, and walk out with whatever the person behind the counter handed you? Be honest, because for most American gun owners, the answer is the second one. And here's why that matters in 2026 specifically. The 9mm pistol market has changed more dramatically in the last 3 years than in the previous 15 combined. Platforms that were considered budget options 2 years ago now outperform pistols costing twice as much. Brands that carried bad reputations for a decade have released current production guns that contradict everything that reputation was built on. And the mainstream carry lists have not kept up because mainstream carry lists are built around familiar names and sponsored relationships rather than current production reality. This ranking fixes that. 10 9mm pistols, ranked from worst to best, every gun in current production, every spec verified for 2026, every placement earned on documented performance rather than brand recognition or marketing budget. We are going to tell you which guns deserve your money and which ones do not. If this kind of brutally honest content is what you have been looking for, subscribe right now, because this channel exists entirely for this conversation, and a new honest ranking drops every single week. Number 10. TAURUS G3C. The TAURUS G3C is the pistol that most mainstream rankings dismiss without honest evaluation, and the gun that consistently delivers more than its price suggests to buyers who approach it without 15-year-old bias. At $269 to $319, it delivers 12+1 capacity from a compact frame, a restrike capability trigger for reliable ignition on hard primers, 3 magazines in the box, and the TAURUS lifetime warranty behind every component. Multiple independent reviewers have documented the G3C running past 1,500 rounds of mixed ammunition without a single malfunction, and that reliability record at under $300 makes it the most honest budget 9mm recommendation available. The trigger pull runs approximately 6 pounds with a take-up experienced shooters will notice. Grip texture is moderate. Holsters support trails of major American brands. The G3C ranks at number 10, not because it is unreliable, but because everything above it on this list is meaningfully better in specific categories that matter for serious use. Price: $269 to $319. Caliber: 9mm. Capacity: 12+1. Barrel: 3.2 inches. Weight: 22 ounces. The verdict: 3 magazines, lifetime warranty, proven reliability, and under $300. The most honest budget 9mm on this list and the strongest starting point for any first-time buyer without a $500 budget. Number 9. Canik TP9 SF Elite. The Canik TP9 SF Elite is the full-size competition-oriented platform that introduced thousands of American shooters to what a factory trigger can feel like when the manufacturer actually prioritizes it. At $399 to $449, the TP9 SF Elite delivers 18+1 capacity, a factory trigger breaking at approximately 4 pounds with a short, crisp reset that USPSA and IDPA competitors have documented as competitive, with triggers costing $150 to $200 more from aftermarket suppliers. Suppressor height sights, a full accessory package including holster and 2 magazines, and Canik's documented reliability record across multiple institutional evaluations. The trigger is the reason experienced shooters gravitate toward this platform and stay. It is not a budget trigger that happens to work. It is a genuinely exceptional trigger that happens to come on a budget pistol. And the difference between those two descriptions matters enormously to any shooter who has spent money trying to improve a factory trigger on a more expensive platform. Price: $399 to $449. Caliber: 9mm. Capacity: 18+1. Barrel: 4.46 inches. Weight: 28.2 ounces. The verdict: factory trigger at 4 pounds that competes with $200 aftermarket upgrades. 18 rounds. Full accessory package included. The full-size 9mm that makes every similarly priced competitor feel like it needed more work before it left the factory. Number 8. Mossberg MC2. Mossberg is not the first name that appears in the 9mm compact conversation. That is precisely why it belongs at number 8 on this list. The MC2 delivers 15+1 capacity in a compact frame weighing 24 ounces. The flat-face trigger has a consistent pull weight and a positive reset that independent reviewers consistently place above the standard Glock 19 trigger directly out of the box without any modification. The optics ready slide accepts direct mount red dots without adapter plates. The grip texture locks the hand in place under recoil without being abrasive during all-day carry. Crossbolt safety adds security for newer shooters transitioning from other platforms. At $479 to $529, the MC2 delivers optics-ready compact performance at a price that undercuts several more recognized competitors while matching them on features and exceeding most of them on factory trigger quality. Price: $479 to $529. Caliber: 9mm. Capacity: 15+1. Barrel: 4.4 inches. Weight: 24 ounces. The verdict: flat trigger that beats Glock stock. 15 rounds. Optics ready. Under $530. Ignored because of the name on the slide, never because of the performance inside it. Number 7. IWI Masada Slim. Israel Weapon Industries built the Masada Slim as the carry-optimized variant of the full-size Masada and applied the same institutional manufacturing standard that has supplied Israeli Defense Forces continuously for decades to a platform specifically engineered for concealed carry. The Masada Slim delivers 13+1 capacity in a profile measuring just over 1 inch wide and weighing 21.6 ounces. The factory flat trigger breaks at approximately 5 pounds with a reset that experienced shooters consistently identify as more refined than comparable striker-fired triggers in this price range. 3 interchangeable backstraps ship in the box for genuine grip customization. The optics ready slide accepts compact red dots through a modular adapter system. At $499 to $549, the Masada Slim delivers IWI manufacturing quality in a carry-optimized package that the American market has not given the recognition it deserves relative to what it delivers at the price point. Price: $499 to $549. Caliber: 9mm. Capacity: 13+1. Barrel: 3.4 inches. Width: just over 1 inch. Weight: 21.6 ounces. The verdict: Israeli Defense Forces. Manufacturing standard in a slim carry package at $549. The Masada Slim delivers IWI quality that the carry market has consistently undervalued, and the shooter who discovers it consistently wonders why it took them this long. Number 6. Grand Power Q100. Grand Power is a Slovak manufacturer that has supplied the Q100 to European law enforcement for years, and the pistol that belongs in every serious 9mm conversation that nobody in American carry media is having. The Q100 that uses a rotating barrel locking system instead of the tilting barrel geometry found in virtually every other pistol on this list. The barrel rotates axially on firing, redirecting recoil forces in a way that measurably reduces muzzle rise compared to every tilting barrel compact in this size class. Back-to-back testing shows faster split times and tighter groups under rapid fire at every skill level. 12+1 capacity. Fully ambidextrous controls. Decocker for safe hammer-down carry. At $499 to $549, the mechanical recoil advantage is real and documented. Holster selection in the United States is the honest limitation. It is narrow and improving, but has not reached the depth of established American platforms. Price: $499 to $549. Caliber: 9mm. Capacity: 12+1. Barrel: 3.66 inches rotating. Weight: 26.1 ounces. The verdict: a rotating barrel system that physically reduces muzzle rise beyond what any tilting barrel pistol delivers. European law enforcement tested. Completely absent from American carry media, the Q100 belongs on every honest 9mm list and has been missing from all of them. Number 5. Stoeger STR-9F. Stoeger is a brand most American buyers walk past without a second look. The STR-9F is the pistol that is changing that conversation faster than any budget platform in recent memory. The STR-9F delivers 20+1 capacity in a full-size frame with optics-ready slide cuts, fully ambidextrous controls, and a flat-faced trigger that genuine side-by-side testing has placed above the standard Glock 17 trigger out of the box without any modification. Stoeger sales have grown significantly across 2025 as competition shooters have adopted it for entry-level division pistols, and budget-conscious buyers have discovered what this platform delivers at this price. At $349 to $399, the STR-9F is undercutting comparable full-size optics-ready pistols by hundreds of dollars, while matching most of them on documented reliability across independent testing. Price: $349 to $399. Caliber: 9mm. capacity 20+1, barrel 4.68 inches, weight 27.5 ounces. The verdict: 20 rounds, optics ready, ambidextrous controls, flat trigger that beats Glock 17 stock, and under $400. The full-size 9mm that makes every similarly priced competitor look like it is missing something important. Number 4. Beretta APX, a 2 full-size. Beretta has been supplying sidearms to military forces continuously since 1526. The APX A2 full-size is the current production expression of everything that institutional knowledge produces when applied to a modern polymer striker-fired platform for the first time. The APX A2 has been adopted by the Italian military and multiple European police agencies. The modular chassis system allows the serialized fire control unit to be removed and inspected independently of the frame and slide, a maintenance advantage that contributes directly to long-term reliability. Beretta's institutional testing documentation shows the APX A2 achieving over 35,000 rounds, mean between stoppages, cold hammer-forged barrel, 17+1 capacity from a full-size frame. The trigger breaks cleanly at a consistent weight with a tactile reset that reflects Beretta's engineering standard across every component. At $499 to $549, the APX A2 full-size delivers the most historically credentialed reliability performer on this list at a price that undercuts several less proven competitors. Price: $499 to $549. Caliber: 9mm. Capacity: 17+1. Barrel: 4.25 inches cold hammer forged. Weight: 27.5 ounces. The verdict: 5 centuries of institutional manufacturing, Italian military adopted, 35,000 plus rounds mean between stoppages documented. The most historically credentialed reliability performer on this list at under $550. Number 3. CZ75 SP01 Shadow. The CZ75 platform has been in continuous military and law enforcement service since 1975, making it one of the longest-serving duty pistols on Earth. The SP01 Shadow is the refined carry and competition variant built on that foundation, with a factory trigger improvement that most shooters would pay a gunsmith to achieve on other platforms. The all-steel frame eliminates every polymer flex variable that contributes to feeding inconsistency at temperature extremes. The SP01 has been adopted by Czech special forces and law enforcement agencies across more than 30 countries. Independent long-term testing has documented the platform running past 100,000 rounds per sample with only standard maintenance. 18+1 capacity. Fixed barrel bushing for improved inherent accuracy. Aggressive grip checkering throughout. At $1,299 to $1,399, the SP01 Shadow commands a significant premium. Every dollar is accounted for in 50 years of continuous service documentation and a reliability record that no other all-steel 9mm in production has matched on a per-sample basis. Price: $1,299 to $1,399. Caliber: 9mm. Capacity: 18+1. Barrel: 4.6 inches. Weight: 38 ounces. The verdict: 50 years of continuous military service. 100,000 rounds documented per sample. The reliability record behind the CZ75 SP01 Shadow is longer than most shooters have been alive, and no comparable all-steel 9mm in current production has matched it. Number 2. Canik METE SFT Pro. The Canik METE SFT Pro is what happens when a manufacturer that already produces the best budget trigger in the category decides to build a dedicated performance variant and puts everything they know about trigger engineering into a single platform. The SFT Pro ships with a factory trigger tuned to approximately 3.5 to 4 pounds, a pull weight that most shooters achieve on other platforms only after $150 to $200 in aftermarket trigger work. The trigger consistency shot after shot under rapid fire is the feature that competitive shooters who evaluate the SFT Pro without brand bias most consistently identify as the platform's defining advantage over every competitor at its price point. 18+1 capacity. Optics-ready slide with Warren tactical fiber optic sights. Full accessory package including holster, 2 magazines, and a cleaning kit. Extended magazine well. Threaded barrel option available. At $549 to $599, the METE SFT Pro delivers a factory performance package that makes platforms costing $200 to $400 more difficult to justify on trigger quality alone. Price, $549 to $599. Caliber, 9mm. Capacity, 18+1. Barrel, 4.46 inches. Weight, 29.3 ounces. The verdict: factory trigger at 3.5 to 4 pounds, 18 rounds. Complete accessory package, optics ready, under $600. The METE SFT Pro delivers what most shooters spend aftermarket money trying to build into more expensive platforms and ships with its standard. Number 1. Beretta 92 XISAO Tactical. Best for experienced shooters who want 4 decades of 92 series institutional reliability in a modern single-action carry package with a factory trigger that finally delivers what the platform always promised. The 92 XISAO Tactical rebuilds the pistol that replaced the 1911 as the U.S. military service pistol in 1985 around every requirement modern shooters actually have. The single-action only trigger eliminates the double-action first pull of the standard 92 series and replaces it with a flat-faced unit breaking at 4 to 4.5 pounds with a reset experienced shooters consistently identify as the finest factory trigger on any metal frame 9mm at this price. The Vertex-style grip reduces the classic 92 circumference for more hand sizes without gunsmith modification. Optics-ready slide with direct mount cut. Threaded barrel standard on the tactical configuration. 18+1 capacity from an all-steel frame that absorbs recoil in a way no polymer pistol on this list approaches. 4 decades of 92 series institutional service behind the platform. Italian military adopted. A single-action trigger that finally closes the gap between what the 92 always promised and what it now delivers from the factory. Price: $999 to $1,099. Caliber: 9mm. Capacity: 18+1. Barrel: 4.7 inches threaded. Weight: 34.4 ounces. The verdict: 4 decades of institutional reliability. Single action only triggers at 4 to 4.5 pounds. 18 rounds. Threaded barrel standard. All steel frame that shoots flatter than every polymer pistol on this list. The 92 XISAO Tactical is the 9mm Beretta spent 4 decades of service building toward. Every pistol on this ranking is currently in production and verified for 2026. Every placement was earned on documented reliability, real-world accuracy, shootability, and honest value comparison. No sponsored recommendations. No manufacturer relationships. No familiar names chosen because they generate comfortable engagement. The 9mm pistol market in 2026 is the most competitive it has ever been in the history of American firearms. The pistols that deserve your money are not always the ones with the biggest marketing budgets or the most YouTube reviews. Sometimes they are the ones that have been quietly building a reliability record since 1975 or delivering a factory trigger that makes $200 aftermarket upgrades feel unnecessary. This ranking exists to show you those options honestly. What you do with that information is entirely up to you. If you found this ranking useful, hit the like button and subscribe for more honest firearms content. Drop your current 9mm in the comments and tell us whether you agree with the ranking or whether we missed something that deserves to be on this list. That conversation is more valuable than anything on this channel. As always, thank you for watching and for being a responsible gun owner.